If it's your first time here, click on the subscribe button and on the bell icon to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoy it. Hi everyone, I thought I'd just do a little review video of the past year basically. So I've seen a few other channels doing like a look back on 2018 and see how they did. So I thought I'll just do the same thing, why not? So I made a little list of accomplishments, I suppose you could say. Highs and lows. There's a few lows in there too, which we'll cover. Now, the year started off really well. The reason being is that Dave of EV Blog featured one of my videos as a guest video on his channel whilst he was on holiday at the beginning of the year. So I did doing repairs at the time of the Fluke 5200A AC voltage calibrator, and one of the videos I sent to Dave was diagnosing the oscillator board, where it's actually looking at the phases between each section of the oscillator. And Dave thought it was a very good video, and he made it one of his guest spots. So I actually got a nice little boost on the channel from that, and no doubt some of you that are watching now found my channel from that video. So thank you very much, Dave, for doing that for a start. But unfortunately, straight after that video, well, a couple of days afterwards, there was a bit of a natural disaster here where I live. And there was a big storm, gale force winds, king tides, because I live at the coast, and full moon. Basically what happened is all the seawater got pushed into land and my house was flooded. Now anyone who's been watching my channel for a little while will have seen those videos of the flood and what it did to the house and that kind of thing. And that experience, and that wasn't a particularly great experience, finding myself basically living in a garage for 6 months. So everything, my entire house, both my garages, all flooded. We lost probably 3/4 of our stuff. We had a lot of stuff in storage, but this particular room I'm in now, my lab, is only about that deep. So I was actually got off really lucky. None of my, I'd say my important stuff got damaged. But I did lose a lot of things in the garage and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really inconvenient. But at the end of the day, I look back at it and think, well, now we've got a completely renovated house, because obviously we're insured, but got a completely renovated house, everything's been completely re-renovated. So in a way, it's been a benefit because the house is now looks pristine, whereas before it needed some work, and I was gradually working through that as doing updates. And I did some videos a year ago, or 2 years ago now, when I was actually renovating my hallway. I did some videos on that. Anyway, so that was a bit of a, well, literally a disaster. And it wasn't a particularly pleasant time, but I was still publishing videos during that time. So that was from the 5th of January is when the flood hit, and I wasn't back in again I think until like beginning of June, end of May, something like in that region. That's how long it actually took to get the house and everything fixed, and it took another like 2 months to get the garage done because they just slacked off. Really bad builders. Anyway, that's the way it goes. So bad things aside, in a way, I think it's also positive in a way, you know. Because the house got renovated as a process, it saved me all that effort from doing it. And then also you had the Keysight Wave contest. I did their test to impress, where you do a video submission, and I did a video submission. I thought I'd try my luck, and actually Keysight awarded me a scope, which is sitting right there, right, the DSO X1102G. So I actually won that from Keysight, so thank you very much, Keysight. That was brilliant. So that is another positive thing which happened, I believe, directly because of the effort I put into the channel. Statistics wise, let's have a look. So we've got my subscriber count went from 1,726 on the 1st of January to 5,607 on the 31st of December. So that's a pretty good growth there. Almost 4,000 subs in that 1 year. The previous year, I think I only gained about 500. I'll give you, some perspective on that. I did during that time, also because of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway as well. We reached 5,000 subs, so I wanted to celebrate that, and I gave away my Vicky multimeter to a user called Zine, XEN. He's in the US, and he did a little video which he sent to me showing him receiving it and unpacking it, which is nice. Also, I published 207 videos last year. That's actually quite a lot. 207 for a year. According to YouTube stats. Yeah, I think it's probably about right. I did do quite a few. Also did 21 live streams, and in those video compilations I did 17 product reviews, 48 repairs, and 14 projects, and 59 mailbags, because I did instead of just doing one a week, I actually did a week where I did like 7 in a row or something. So I did a few random ones like that. So the 59 mailbag videos. Another low point during the year was that my uncle died, and although I didn't have much to do with him the past half a dozen years or so, I barely seen him because he moved away. He did a lot for me when I first came to this country. I hang around his house a lot and chatted to him a lot and that sort of stuff. So you know, I felt quite good with him, but due to some family infighting that goes on, which I've actually got no bloody idea what's about, but I unfortunately couldn't go to the funeral to sort of say goodbye to him, but just a bit of a shame. So that was a bit of a low point, you know, that's a bit upsetting. So towards the end of that period where the flood was happening and the house was being repaired and albeit slowly, it's towards the end of that period there, we actually already had a holiday booked in, and we'd already planned to go to Australia for a week. So we'd already planned to go to the Gold Coast and also down to Sydney. Now, we did all the holiday stuff and, you know, the touristy things, Tambourine Mountain and that kind of thing around Gold Coast. Then we flew down to Sydney and had a look around and went to the Opera House, and as you do, and the bridge and what have you. And walked around Sydney a lot and looked at all the history there, and great. So whilst we were in Sydney, we went over and visited Dave. That's the reason I wanted to go there. So we saw Dave, EV Blog Dave, at the EV Blog Lab. You know, EV Blog Dave. Dave. So, you know, who doesn't know Dave? And it was great. We spent the afternoon there and had a great chat, and I actually managed to give Dave a little calculator. I gifted him that, which I picked up. And because I know he's got a bit of a enjoyment for calculators, it's a bit of his hobby for him, you know. Which is my wife's idea, I have to admit. She's very thoughtful like that. And it was great spending the afternoon with Dave, and that was quite a highlight of the year actually, you know. So we had Dave doing my guest video was a great highlight, and actually seeing Dave and spending the afternoon with him was also a great highlight. Very interesting, and we did a little bit of video together. He was a bit sick at the time actually, so he wasn't in the best of videoing highlight. I don't know, he wasn't at his best, but he was a bit sick. So, but he actually published that video as well one he did when I was there. And Dave is Dave, you know. What you see on video is what he's like in real life. He's just a really nice guy. I like him a lot. So yeah, that's a great highlight too. That's what the last year's brought me, you know, a whole bunch of really nice things. You know, I've been really happy with the progress of the channel and support. Other things which I really enjoyed about the channel is the relationships I've been building with people as well. The conversations I get to have people, you know, in the chat, during doing live streams or in the comments of the videos I'm publishing. I really enjoy that interaction, that relationship, and having those chats with people, because like this video I'm doing right now, I'm sitting here in a room by myself talking to a camera or talking to my desk. You know, I'm talking to myself essentially, and I'd rather actually have that interaction with people if I can. You know, I really enjoy that part of the channel. I like the feedback, positive and negative, and constructive feedback, we'll call it that. People which are trying to be helpful, I do appreciate that kind of feedback too. And I'm always trying to do things to improve what I'm doing, and I'm thinking more now about the quality of what I'm producing. I've certainly come a long way from where I started when I first started the channel. I think one of the first complicated repairs I did was a Fluke 6060B RF signal generator, and it's all handheld and shaking over the place. I looked at the video a few months ago, I was thinking, oh, this is awful. The repair itself was good, but what I'd done to produce it was not good. Not by what I'm thinking now, but even what I do now is still way behind what some other people are doing. Like Great Scott, for example, he's just celebrated 1 million subscribers. I mean, great stuff. Good on him. I'm really pleased for him. He's managed to achieve that. It's brilliant because he has really high video quality, and that's the kind of quality I want to try and strive towards. But it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to produce that kind of quality. And basically, I'm a lazy bastard. So I'm trying to try and focus now, put a little bit more effort into doing the video quality and trying to get things like the framing a bit better so you can see a better view of things. And try and put a little bit more effort into those kinds of things Now recently I've dropped down from 3 videos a week down to 2, and I'll try and do 3 if I can, if time allows, because I've been so busy. And I think part of that going down to 2 videos a week was actually giving me a little bit more time to try and put some more effort into the videos I'm making. So that's what I'm trying to achieve there as well. So for 2019 I'm trying to work on that video quality side of things, and I'll be working on improving that. So I've got some ideas about how to change mailbag format, and I've got a bit more space in this room now, so I'm hoping that I can actually do that a little bit better and make the mailbag videos a bit more I don't know, a bit more like Dave does, like on EV blog, that format he has where he's behind a bench. I want to try and replicate that because I do like that format. I think that's a better way of doing it than just looking at the bench. So there's little things like that during 2019 which I want to try and improve. So hopefully you can give me some feedback as I'm going along and just trying to develop these new things and improving the quality of the content. So I'd be certainly interested in hearing comments from people. So thank you very much for participating in my channel and being a viewer and supporter. If you do wish to support me more, then there's always Patreon or PayPal donations if you really feel like you're inclined, please do. It is expensive to produce videos. I don't like to beg for it, but it's expensive. You know, like the test gear I buy, you know, I could buy it, spend $1,000 on one piece of test gear, kind of thing. And often I don't need the test gear, I just want to do a video. Thank you very much for your support. That's the most important thing there, is that I've got people which are interested in what I'm doing, and I'm trying to share my experiences, which is why I really started the channel. Just trying to share what I'm doing, documenting what I'm doing in an effort to try and help other people out, because a lot of times you come across something and that's something which is a common problem, or it's a likely reoccurrence, you should say. And so by me sharing those things, I'm trying to help other people to fix their devices or whatever. You know, I'm just trying to be helpful. That's kind of my nature, I suppose. So I hope you enjoy the videos and carry on enjoying the channel. And if you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe now. Click the button down there somewhere, and there's also a little bell icon. Make sure you click on that so you get notifications about new videos. Otherwise you won't see my stuff. Basically you have to get the bell icon checked. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you later on, and appreciate the support. Bye.